Hello and a warm welcome to you parents and students who just can't make it to Mr. C's awesome history class. I have a proposal for you. I hope you'll go with me on this. Now, over the course of several years that I've been teaching high school, it's become pretty obvious that there are a fairly large number of kids who just can't make it to class, whether they don't live in the state or because they've got class conflicts or now they're too old or there's a bunch of different things. Anyway, so the idea is that what I will do is shoot every week a sort of cool fact about history that has to do with whatever the time period is that we're going to be covering in class. Then you'll have access to that. Everybody will have access to the cool history fact. But if you want to attend the class, there's two ways that you can do that. Well, there's three ways. The number one, most preferred way is to actually come to the class, because the things that happen in class they're phenomenal and super fun, and you can't replicate that experience electronically. Still, there's two other possibilities. One is that I'll be live telecasting the class. Every class that I do in history has a Prezi presentation that goes along with it. It's got graphics, sometimes embedded YouTube videos, photographs, not a lot of text. It's moves pretty fast. And you'll have access to those behind a Patreon paywall for people who are signed up to be as part of the class. You'll have access to the Prezi presentation and also to a live telephone call. I'll do a conference call, Google Hangout, however we have to do that, audio only, but it will follow along with the presentation so that you can log on to Prezi and watch the presentation as I'm making it and hear me, making the presentation as I go along. You're not going to be able to see me, which is probably actually a benefit, you're thinking, and I can't argue with you there. However, if you really want to see my mug telling the stories and talking about the historical facts that I talk about during class, we'll have an edited version of the class, taking out a bunch of the junk and some of the tangents and some of the stuff that I think, frankly, is the most fun about it, but whatever. So that you cut down to probably end up being about 30 minutes every week, cutting out some of the stuff that's kind of irrelevant, class minutiae and those kinds of things, and just the meat, just the stories and the presentations that make for the most interesting part of the history. That stuff will also be available behind the Patreon wall for those who are subscribed to the class. So this is my proposal for how you can participate in the class even if you're not able to come and be with us at the time that the class is being held. I hope you'll do that. I think it's a system that will work and a format that will be pretty exciting, but as a first adopter, you'll have an opportunity to tell me what is and is not working and to suggest other things to me that might work as well. I'm looking forward to your being a part of that, and I'm looking forward to history, of course, because history is awesome, and mostly because everything is history, so everything awesome is also history. In my history class, the key thing is to eliminate all the parts of history that are not awesome and don't talk about those things and only talk about the stuff that is great. That's why my history classes are so good. And I hope that you'll be able to join us, and I'll see you there.